Hi, welcome to my channel. This is my first video ever on this channel and on Booktube, but just in general. And so I'm here for the Booktube Newbie Tag. And so I'm just gonna read off the questions and then just answer them. But so number one, why did you start this channel? So I started this channel because I wanted to connect to other people and just honestly just make friends. I don't have a lot of friends or family that really just read the same kind of books that I do. So yeah, I just want to be able to just, to get to know other people. What are some fun and unique things you could bring to Booktube? When I first got into YouTube, I saw a lot of people who were reading YA, and I'm not really too big into YA. I'm more into like thrillers and things like that, and I didn't honestly know how to navigate Booktube itself. So I just typed in on just Stephen King. And because at the time I was really interested in just reading his books, and my aunt is obsessed with Stephen King, so I knew I had all of them and I could just read them if I saw somebody else who had talks about, like good reviews and etc. So I just typed in Stephen King Booktube, and the first person I saw was Books and Lala. And she came up, and I remember I had watched her video, and she's so funny and so quirky, and I love her. And so I started looking at her other videos, and so she started recommending like thrillers and mysteries and just anything. And that's when I went and I just started reading like crazy. So I don't see a lot of people who read a lot of thrillers. I mean, I'm sure like they're out there, and I honestly want to connect to people who do read them so that I can go in and get recommendations and just befriend people who read the same kind of books that I do. Yeah, so I feel like I can bring my own opinion and recommendations and things like that to it. So what are you most excited for about this new channel? I'm excited honestly just to connect to people and make friends, and that's really what I'm excited about, and books. Why do you love reading? It brings you into a new world, and I feel like everybody agrees with that one, and everybody wants to break from like just reality in general, and so books just give that to you. They really do, and I love it. What book series got you into reading? Alright, everybody already knows Harry Potter. I read a lot before like Harry Potter. The book series that actually really hardcore got me into reading was Harry Potter. I used to read Babysitter's Club and Judy Bolton and just similar books like that, and I did read a lot of mysteries as a kid, but I don't know, I still love them. So what questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? So my two favorite booktubers is Books and Lala and Getting Hugga With It. I love those two so much. Honestly probably would just ask them like, how do they push out so many videos at a time? And Books and Lala, she pushes out like videos that are like an hour long, like once a week, once every 2 weeks, something like that, and that's amazing to me. I just love it, and she does so many challenges, and she just pushes herself like to read new things and etc. And I just want to know like how she's even doing that. What challenges do you think starting a booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? Well, for me, I get lazy, so it's hard for me to continue like doing something once I've said I was going to do it. So like the hardest thing would be continue posting on YouTube for me, and making the videos, and just keep going and going and going. And I really want. When did you start reading? I started reading when I was extremely young. I think I was like 5 or something like that, and I actually remember the first time I ever read a word ever. It was just my mom and me, and I remember I ran around, and I'm like, my dad came home, and I was like, look, I can read, and it was some simple book, of course, and it was just an exciting moment for me. But I really just started reading just when I was little. Like I would just read the tiny little books, and then I would just get bigger and bigger, and I remember I used to be able to finish like 3 Babysitter Club books, which are extremely thin. They're like really thin, but like a night, and I was even on school nights. I loved those. And then I got into like romance, which I'm not into anymore, but yeah, I used to read a ton of those too, like the tiny little ones that you'd find like at a dentist's office or something. I used to read those ones all the time. So where do you read? I read anywhere. Like I read when I'm mowing, when I'm shoveling the snow, when I'm grocery shopping, when I'm cleaning the house. Audiobooks is my best friend. I read when I'm like laying in bed at night and on the couch and just etc. And last question is, what kind of books do you like to read? I kind of answered this a little bit, but I really love not typical YA, like dystopian. Like I love dystopian. I remember I read The Hunger Games recently for the first time, which is really weird. My little sister got me into it, and that was just over for me. It was like reading another Harry Potter series. I couldn't put it down. I loved it. And then I picked up Percy Jackson, and I love that too. And did not finish that. I am working on it. And then I love dystopian. I love utopian, which is now the series I'm reading is a Scythe series. Oh my god, it's amazing. I love it. And thrillers, which obviously I love thrillers. And right now I'm reading Stillhouse Lake by Rachel Kane and the Karen Slaughter Grant County Mysteries. I love both of them. They're so good so far. And yeah, so those are the kind of books I like to read at the moment. Thrillers, basically thrillers and horror mysteries. I like anything that has to do with like ghost books, paranormal, aliens, just things like that. I'm not a big fan of nonfiction. Maybe one day I'll make like a video where like I force myself to read like the nonfiction. Like I know Books and Lala forces herself to do like videos like that all the time. She surprises herself sometimes, and so that's honestly a complete goal for me. I want to be able to just branch out and then just force myself to do something like that. So yeah, but yeah, so this is my first video. Please subscribe if you want to see more videos like from me, and like and comment, and yeah, thank you for watching.